Hey, what's up? Welcome to another video. So in this video we'll be writing API to upload a featured image. So we'll first take the input from user as a file input, and then we'll resize it, and then we'll save it to our file system. So let's get started. Let's go to block controller where we have code to save our block. So after block is saved over here, we can write after category is saved. So here we'll check if we are getting file from our front end. So we'll be using hasFile function, and then we'll be featured. So this will be the key featured image. So if we got a file, then what we'll do is, so there are two ways you can upload file. So you can call store on this request, or you can simply directly use storage facade and then put file and then name a folder where you want to put your file. So I'll name it featured image, and then just supply the file. Alright, so this will generate automatically file name, so file path. So this will generate the file name, like the file name structure will be something like featured image slash some random number, whatever the file extension will be. So this is the convention. So if you want to overwrite and name your file some custom name, like you can use put file as, and then you can supply the file name. Alright, yeah, just like this. You can simply call store like so, or you can call put file as like this. And if you want to specify file name, just supply the file name. Alright, so you can call like so, request file. Okay, so once we got this file path, so this will save the file and then return file path. So what we'll do is we'll just save this file path in our field called featured image field, file path, and then we'll save it. Block table, we got that field featured image. Let's go back to block controller. So that's the simple code to store file. Let's just test it. So we are on this post route where file with image, some content, and then we can select file from here. There is by default there is text. What you can do is hover over that and just select file, and then you can select like you normally do. Alright, so let's send the request. Alright, so we forgot to import this, so make sure you import that and just put file. So also make sure you are using public driver, because this image we want user to access this image in our front end. So what you can do is in your .env just put this thing, file system driver public. If you see in config file system, so there is this local by default. If you want to overwrite, you can overwrite over here. I just do that on env file. So local driver will be saving our image to this location, but public will be saving at app public. Alright, so that's it, and yeah, that's what you need to do. And let's send the request. There we go. So we are saving that, and we got this featured image saved like so. So one more thing, after you save it, what you can do is you have to do php artisan storage link command. So if you do this command, it will generate the symlink between these two folders. So I've already run this command, that's why it said already exists. So that file got saved inside storage app public and featured image and this location. That is the file that we just saved. But if we want that file to be accessible by public, so storage folder can be accessible in web server, right? So only thing that is accessible is this public folder. So we got no image inside public. So what we do by this command is we just make the link symlink to this thing, so that that storage folder will be available here as well. So if you delete something from here, so these two folders are in sync with each other. That's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do one more thing. So in our front-end application, we want the link to file, not something like this. Okay, so this is not quite helpful. So what we'll do is we'll go to block resource, and here we'll override that key and just return featured image. Alright, so new value, so this will be the array which we want to override the field. So we'll override that featured image field, featured image. So the way we got the link to file is like so. So storage URL and this featured image. So this is how we access this field, and we supply this path, and if we supply that path here, it will generate the fully defined URL to that particular file. So make sure to import this file by Ctrl+Alt+I. Okay, so once that is imported, what we'll do is, so this will return array of all the fields. What we'll do is we'll array merge, so we'll merge this existing data, we'll merge new value into our existing data, so that way we'll have this field. So now let's send the request again. Another. So let's access this blog as and see if we are getting that URL or not. Get request. Yeah, there you go. So this time we get fully functional URL. So if you click on this, it will open up in browser and we can access that file. Alright, so one more thing you need to change is, if you go to .env, just update this thing app URL with your URL, otherwise it will just say localhost here. Alright, okay, that's it. So if you want normal file upload, that's it. So if you want to resize the image before saving it, because user can upload a big file, or you can, in your blog there is certain layout that certain kind of image will fit into your featured image section. So if you upload large image, it might not fit, or for whatever reason you want to resize or do some stuff with uploaded image before saving. So we're gonna be doing that next. So for that, what we need is, we'll be using this library called intervention image. So this allows different method to do on image, like this. Yeah, we can crop it, we can apply some filters, we can adjust height, we can resize, reset, a lot of options. So but in this video we'll just doing resize option. So let's go ahead and install this library by running composer require this command. Open up terminal. Yeah, we don't need this composer for. So composer require intervention image. Alright, so wait for it to finish. I've already done it. Okay, so once that composer require is finished, next step is to register the facade. If you go to config app, so we don't need to register service provider as discussed here. Integration in Laravel we don't need to do in later version of Laravel, like Laravel 5. Above 5.5 I guess. Yeah, so we just need to add this thing into alias section just below here, alias, and we'll be saving it down here. Okay, so image facade is registered. Let's go, and we have this package available here. Now we'll make use of that. So first thing is let's just comment this out for reference. Okay, so what we'll be doing is first we'll be resizing image. So resize equals to image. So we'll be importing this image. We'll be importing, like, let's hit Ctrl Alt I. So we'll be importing this facade image and make. So we'll be using this request file featured image, so file that is uploaded by user. So this will make the intervention instance. Now we can call any method supplied by intervention, like resize. So we'll supply some dimensions like 800 by 600. So this will resize the image, and we'll encode it to JPG format. Alright, so you can directly call save method here, but we'll be doing Laravel way, so we'll be using this storage. Now what we need to do is we need some file name. Let's define some file name. So random string of 10 character, or you can give any custom file name, and then append JPG. Now we'll be using storage, this time put, and we'll be putting, so you can just supply file name, or if you want to save inside folder like we did, featured image folder, and then supply the file name. Okay, and then just pass that resized instance. So this will just get the file from here, and then it will save it inside this location. Now we can continue like this. So one more step, we need to define file path. So file path will be this. File path, and just cut it out here and define that variable up here. Okay, so that's it. That should save the file. Now let's go ahead and test. Let's make sure we imported everything. Yeah, we imported this image and storage. Let's go to Postman and post with the resized image. This time just upload another file like this file of cat, and let's send post request to that endpoint. Post, send the request. Looks like that saved it. Post with resized image. Let's confirm that inside our storage folder, app public featured image. Yeah, we got that image resized. Now let's go to Postman and control click on it. It should open up in browser. There we go. Okay, that's about saving image. We can simply replace same code inside our update route as well. So why not go ahead and refactor it into separate method. This upload image, and we'll supply request, and we'll be supplying this blog instance. Let's create that method. That will be private method. Alright, so we refactor it into separate method, and then now we can use that on update route as well. There we go. Okay, so after refactoring, just test it. Refactored, post with resized image, select some files, butterfly this time, send it. Yeah, works fine. Yeah, butterfly. Alright, so for creating it will work, but for updating it won't work like this, because we up to this point we are passing this image from this form data, but for put it will not work. Let's see, if we update with some random title, it won't reflect here because it is not updating. So we need to do like so from raw, but the problem is for featured image you cannot pass image from this JSON file. So for updating files, instead of doing this in this update route, existing update route, what we'll do is we'll create a separate route for updating featured image, and then we'll use that route. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll create a new route just here, and we'll call it update featured image, and then here, so this will be the post route, and we'll be accepting request, and then block. So same thing, we'll be checking if it got featured image. If so, we'll use this upload image method, and then we'll return some response like so. Update featured image. Let's create this route in our admin route. So if there is any new route, I will define below this. Okay, so this will be the route, post route, blocks, and then blog ID, and then update image. Yeah, so let's go ahead and test this. So for blog number 42, let's see how it is. So this is the image. Yeah, so butterfly image is a butterfly, and let's change this from butterfly to something else. So we'll be sending post requests to the same endpoint, and we don't need title, we just need featured image, and let's change it to picture of this pool, and then let's send the request and see how it goes. Oops, okay, sorry about that. Route name is update image. Yeah, update image. So let's send. There we go. Let's open it up on browser. Yeah, there we go. So it updated correctly. So this is how we update the featured image. So for create as well, you can use this route, or you can use simply create and supply featured image while creating block. So we have quite flexible options. So this is all about updating image, and I will see you in another video. Bye.